So we'll have the next speaker, Professor Iraki.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for inviting me to deliver a few remarks. The first question I would like to raise is kind of the philosophical orientation of modern law, or the English law as we call it. The foundations of this law, they seem to emanate from a cultural context. If you look at the 18th century Europe, it is more of individual rights. The law focuses on the rights of the individual. When we come back home here, in the context of Africa, we kind of look at our customary law as not being individual, but oriented towards the community. So it's more of the community rights that override the rights of the individual. Within that context, when you look at languages, African languages, they seem to emanate from our culture. They express our culture. They express our thinking. And there seems to be some kind of a tension at times when the rights of the individual are in conflict with the rights of the community. So the first is that philosophical orientation where the Western world tends to be, and their culture tends to be more focused, more indexed on the rights of the individual as opposed to our own cultural background where the rights of the community champion or trump the rights of an individual. Now, when it comes to language issues, and I like the question put to us, the African context here is a bit is dynamic. We have the English language that is used in law that is very technical, that is very formal, with lots of legalese, like Prof. Samba was saying. And that language kind of alienates our people because this is a language that is anchored in another culture. This is a language that has been further removed by becoming more technical, laden with legalese. So there's the element of alienation where people feel that even a small straightforward matter, you need a lawyer because the formalities, the structuring, the argumentations, they're very technical and formal. This alienation, you're alienated because the language is being spoken, you don't identify with it. So there's that element of alienation.
The issue of identity, we are African people, and we are using a language that is anchored in a different culture, also raises the fundamental issue of alienation. Now, within the context of globalization, we are wondering, the world is urbanizing at a rate of about 5% annually. So in a few years' time, we shall all be living in cities, we'll be intermarrying, we'll be sharing foods. What will be the languages of the future? What languages will survive in the next 50 to 100 years? It's worrying when you look at the current trend where globalization is becoming something like Coca-Colization. It's not really global. It is one person's culture that is overriding other people's culture. So will our languages, African languages, survive in that scenario? Should we be thinking about even emerging languages like Sheng? Will it be the language in the urban cities? What languages will survive? What will drive the survival of languages? Is this just because we like our culture? Or is it that the language that will have more patches will survive? What will be the role of technology? What will be the role of innovation in preserving our languages, in redynamizing them, revitalizing them? What do we need to do? Is there a threat? Will English take over? Will the big colonial languages take over once again? Or do we have a chance of promoting our languages, promoting inter-African language translation and interpretation, instead of just French and Swahili, or or English and Swahili? Can we have also the Luo and Kikuyu, Maasai and Turkana? Can we think of training these language experts for the future? Thank you so much.